you guys?
Don't worry about us. Just try and get out of here. Be careful. There are gonna be some guards in your way. Stop them if you can.
All right.
Hey, Echo, are you all right?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Don't be afraid to show them who they're messing with. Give them hell. Time to get out. What the?
Might I suggest you cease this impertinent revolt of yours?
Who the hell are you?
It's about time I wrap up this little stunt before the heads hear of this.
Hey, don't ignore us. What are you talking about?
My head.
I take it that wasn't a very pleasant dream you were having. Regardless, glad to see you're awake. You were starting to scare us quite a bit.
What do you mean? What happened?
You were knocked out from one of the explosions, but someone was able to drag you out of there.
How'd I even end up there?
No clue. Your best bet is to ask around the slums. You might find out.
It started happening when most of us moved here. One by one, people started disappearing. At first, no one seemed to notice or even really care, but it got to the point that some people decided to go and investigate. I wonder what happened to them.
Everyone keeps saying that one day the main branch will find about PHC's little experiments and finally put an end to it. If you ask me, I think they're in on it. Or at the very least, they don't care. You don't just kidnap a whole bunch of people and not notice.
I don't know. It still doesn't make sense to me. It feels like we were all just shoved down here one day. Our own homes, our communities, dismantled one by one till there was nothing left. Why was this allowed to happen?
You know, everyone seems to hate the slums, but I don't think it's so bad.
I don't know. It still doesn't make sense to me. It feels like we were all just shoved down here one day. Our own homes, our communities, dismantled one by one till there was nothing left. Why was this allowed to happen?
I hate it here.
What is there to smile about? Live down here long enough, you won't even want to get out of bed in the morning.
Air in the hands. Oops, I mean, handing the air in. No, wait. Air hands in the hands. Forget it.
Leave me alone.
Are you the child that's been causing such a commotion among this facility?
What the? That voice. You were the one who killed the other escapees.
Guilty as charged. However, if you'd like an early reunion, I'm plenty capable of providing the means for that.
Bring it!
Gah! I don't believe this!
Who the hell are you? Why are you holding all these people hostage?
Shit! How am I even going to begin to explain this to... Ugh! I never imagined Hardtech would be capable of such raw destructive output on its own.
Hardtech?
No, this is fine. I can remedy this. We'll just have to reallocate our resources to other locations. This development just might be a blessing in disguise.
What the? Are you even listening to me?
Hush, child. You wouldn't even begin to understand the catastrophe your idiotic actions have just caused.
My actions? You're the one who's got a whole bunch of people locked up in the...
Oh, please with the hysterics. Your over-emotional drivel is making it hard to think. This little stint of yours is hardly a footnote to what will become a glorious and revolutionary advancement to technology. Oh, and your helmet is tacky. I'd highly recommend you never interfere with PHC again, or you'll find others may not be so forgiving to your tantrums. Pray we never meet again.
Sure did. I managed to land me a gig that paid enough to get out of there. Never looking back. And if I were you, I'd do the same.
So you just like walking up to any stranger for no reason and expect them to start telling you stuff? Is that your thing?
It's a place. Nah, not really. You got so many businesses and offices open up back to back to back, makes you not even pay attention to the rest.
You know anything about an organization called PHC?
Kidding? I was here when they moved in and kicked out my entire block to the slums. I stayed nearby and I've been trying to uncover as much as I can about them ever since.
You find anything out?
Yeah, the entire company's bullshit. They claim to be another advanced robotic plant, but ever since they moved in, there's been a slew of disappearances. But what's more, of all the people that have been reported missing, every single one was reported to have shown some hard tech capabilities.
Hard tech. I encountered a PHC exec and they said the same thing. What exactly is hard tech?
Can you shoot fire and lightning from your hands?
Yeah.
That's hard tech. Can't say I know more about it than that, but whatever it is, PHC wants their hands on it.
I managed to escape a PHC facility, and since then I've been trying to figure out why they kidnapped me among others.
Well, if you have hard tech capabilities and we're in PHC's hands, there's your answer right there.
Do you know where the facility is?
Yeah, it's further down this street. I'd be careful though. They have a whole bunch of drones all over the place. Don't know what kind of robotic business has a plethora of armed drones, but I'd be safe regardless.
Thanks, but I'll be fine. I need to do everything I can to stop them, no matter what.
Not interested in joining your group. Sorry.
You talking about PHC? Yeah, I know. I actually work at one of their factories nearby. Took it over not too long ago. We're looking for people to fill some seats. Couldn't tell you what it is we actually making though. Some real weirdo stuff. Pays well.
Yeah, just another company trying to capitalize on the magical tech industry. Supposedly they're backed by the government, but you know how these companies say anything.
You mean the company that makes the secret robots? Those things are freaky, man. How they think we feel safe around them is wild.
Enough to know I don't want to know more. Don't trust any organization that uses abbreviations.
You ever feel like the world's leaving you behind? All these new robots and flying cars, but it still feels a lot of us aren't going anywhere.
You mean THC? You can just say weed, dude. There are smoke shops all over the goddamn place.
Are you the leader here?
You must be the one Lysandra was mouthing off about. A feisty one you are, aren't you?
Let all these people go.
I've no mind control. Every participant is here of their own volition. Right now, you're standing in the way of progress, and I kindly ask you step aside.
Ain't no way I'm ever letting y'all get your hands on us. You're gonna have to catch me dead.
If you insist. It's assuring to know our research into hardtech hasn't been fruitless. For you, young man, truly stand leaps and bounds above other subjects.
Hardtech. That's why you guys are doing this? Kidnapping all these people for science?
Kidnapping? I haven't a clue what you're talking about. I'm here to study the potential of hardtech for the betterment of society. Nothing more.
Hardtech? What is you guys' obsession with hardtech that has you?
You're telling me you don't? Beating inside your chest is a living machine with the capability to output energy amplitudes above what our society is currently capable of. These flashy spells of yours amount to parlor tricks in comparison. To fully understand this new concept could take an immeasurable amount of research.
You call taking a whole bunch of people and locking them in weird-ass labs research?
It bears repeating that I haven't the foggiest idea of what you're talking about, nor will I let myself be accused of such a wild proclamation.
Well, if I were you, I'd be a little more informed about the people you were doing very important research for.
So be it. No!
Oh my god. Have you been to the new food spot that opened up? Get this. It's a burger, but as a salad bowl. It's so good. It's like you're tasting all the ingredients at once.
Do I know you?
Everything is so expensive now. Bought me one of those new and improved cover cars. And a brick penny on it too. Turns out, you can barely use it outside of a handful of aerial roads. Running enough to go from city to city. Talk about a waste of money.
The other day I was plugging in the vacuum and then a whole bunch of sparks came from my hand to turn the vacuum on for minutes. No one I told believes me, but I swear to God it happened.
Call me a hater if you want to, but it's not really all that. Like, we have all these advanced androids, flying cars, yet I still gotta worry about being harassed by some homeless dude? Make that make sense.
What's it like living here? Man, I barely can. I moved closer to the city for a new, higher paying job, and now I'm spending like 90% of my salary to basically live in a box. Isn't life supposed to get easier? That's some shit.
Go back to your side of town, slum bum. What do you think you're doing around here? We don't like your kind around here.
You ever notice people in specific locations tend to dress the same? Why is that?
Hey, it's you from the Undercity. What are you doing here?
After we last talked, I decided to do a bit more research as to where the PHC's location were, why they were making so many so quickly. So, as it turns out, PHC actually has a major location. Easily one of the biggest I've ever seen.
Sounds like it's another location I need to bring down.
I heard about the collapse of one of PHC's plants close to the Undercity. Huh. I had a feeling it was you. I appreciate your relentlessness, but I have to warn you. This is easily the plant that produces the most drones. I don't know what PHC has their hands on to be making this kind of stuff, but I'd be careful regardless.
Well, thanks for the heads up, but I'm not worried even for a second. I've been slowly figuring out who these people are, and now that I know I'm gonna take them down no matter what.
Well then, good luck.
I do, actually. I was in my first year of med school when they randomly started making the rounds in our field. Didn't last long, though. They got under some fire a while back after a whole bunch of people came out against them for unethical tests and stuff like that. Vanished right after, just like how they came. Now they're supposed to be some manufacturing company that specializes in magic robotics? Weird company for sure.
What do you call cheese that's not yours? Time for you to get a What do you call cheese that's not yours? Time for you to get a watch.
Hold up. Aren't you?
I suppose I never did give a proper introduction. Cans.
Judging by your face, I take it you found out what PHC was really about.
Indeed. After a bit of digging, it seems PHC plans on using their research into hardtech to augment all of their future drones with similar capabilities. For what purpose? I don't know. But the thought of my efforts being put into such an act makes me ill.
Well then, what now?
I can get you into the facility, but you're on your own after that. The head of PHC is in the area. He likely knows about your activities. Who knows what might be waiting for you inside?
Thanks for the heads up, but I've already decided. I gotta put a stop to this. You must be the one behind all these. The one who's been taking a whole bunch of people from their homes. The one I get to finally pummel.
Ever since that amp raid on the first facility, you've become more and more of a thorn in my side. One that I've been yearning to finally remove for good. And to think all this happened because we bought all the subjects with potential and pushed away all the rest.
Seriously. You and your shitty ass company have been kidnapping a whole bunch of people, and you don't even care. All of those innocent people stuck living in metal shacks, and you...
Those people are but a passing leap in the wind. We have ambitions beyond the community of a few. The potential to shape the future of millions. Billions. Yet here you are, stomping around, destroying everything. Like a wild animal. I'd say it's time to put you down.
Couldn't have said that. It's over. Put a stop to this.
You think taking me down is enough to disrupt our entire organization? That ridiculous helmet was to cut off your brain as well.
What did you...
Hardtech was your ticket out. Your ticket to placing yourself into the forefront of evolution. We've already plenty of willing participants lining up for our studies. Our hands are dipped into weapons, robotics, automation, and medicine. It's already bigger than me and you.
It doesn't matter. You have the entire world on your side. I won't stop until I free every single person forced along this sick treatment, experiment, no matter who's in my way. I'll do whatever it takes.
I can't let it end like this.